Thank you, Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, fellow guests. Victor. Victor's speech was to inspire us about Toastmasters. Toastmasters, not everybody knows about it, and everybody has their own different ways of coming to Toastmasters, whether personal reasons or someone says something. Victor had to go through a route that had difficulty leading to the path of Toastmasters. He got to hear it from his wife. At first, you could tell he was apprehensive, wondering, what is Toastmasters? What is it all about? But then he comes to realize when he comes here that he has something to learn from and give and grow and be nurtured. Victor's speech, one thing off the bat is that he liked to use the stage from here to here. There's nothing wrong with just staying close to the stage, but there is a stage you can use more readily, Victor, but that's fine enough. One thing you will find that Victor does very well is that he speaks with his hands. If you did not listen to his voice but watched his hands, you could have understood the majority of what he spoke. One of the things he did was he used the knuckle thing. Usually we would learn in Toastmasters not to point. So instead of pointing, Victor used the knuckle thing and went like this. I took note of that and I said, oh, I remember being taught that so much, not to do the Bill Clinton thing, but to do the point. Like Clinton would do this, and that's how he learned. Hector, one of the things I find that you do with your voice is very level and very consistent. Once in a while, it'd be good to use some vocal variety. Get some out there with emotion because you have a story to tell with emotion. One of the things I would have loved to have seen is when you said about lots of money, I would have loved the Johnny Football thing, like this. Everybody would have known that, Johnny Football doing the money. You didn't do the sign with that, and I would have said, I know exactly what that's all about. The things I would have you do to change things a little bit, two things. One, I would like to hear more of a vocal variety picture. Not just to stay in this little path of the same sound, but to really come forward and to do the emotion. The thing is body language with the hands, but the body. You spend a majority of time like this, and you use your head this way. It's been good if you did this once in a while, but it's mostly you were this side. I was sitting there, and I felt like you would look this way once in a while, but you middle and here. So those two things. Use your vocals to make emotion more, because you have a story to tell that something interesting happened. So that's what I would say is more or less the body language position and the vocals. Victor, thank you very much for giving us your story of how you came into Toastmasters.